JMJC Radio,
news,
sports,
wrestling,
and much more.
Well, welcome to Season 1, Episode 5 of JMJC Radio. I am your host, Jeremy Chaput. First up, we have celebrity deaths. Toby Keith died February 5th at 62 from stomach cancer. He was best known for his song, courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue. Brant Alia died February 4th at 83. He played in the MLB for the Washington Senators in 65 and from 68 to 69, the Minnesota Twins from 70 to 71, and the Oakland Athletics and St. Louis Cardinals in 72. Earl Curington died February 4th at 66. He played in the NBA for the Philadelphia 76ers from 80 to 83, helping them win one NBA championship. The Detroit Pistons from 83 to 86, the Bulls from 86 to 87, the LA Clippers from 87 to 88, the Charlotte Hornets from 88 to 89, the Houston Rockets in 94, helping them win an NBA championship, and the Toronto Raptors from 96 to 97. Ashton Barrett died February 3rd at 77 from heart failure. He was best known as Family Man and a member of Bob Marley and the Wailers. Bill Lockerman died February 3rd at 89. He coached in the MLB for the California Angels from 95 to 96. Rich Castor died February 2nd at 75 from complications of Parkinson's disease. He played in the NFL for the New York Jets from 70 to 77, the Houston Oilers from 78 to 80, the New Orleans Saints in 81, and the Washington Redskins from 81 to 82. Michael Hicks died February 2nd at 51. He played in the NFL for the Chicago Bears from 96 to 97. Don Murray died February 2nd at 94. He was best known for his role of Beauregard Bo Decker in the 1956 movie Bus Stop. Jim Rowinski died February 2nd at 63. He played in the NBA for the Detroit Pistons and Philadelphia 76ers in 89 and the Miami Heat in 90. Alonzo Johnson died February 1st at 60. He played in the NFL for the Philadelphia Eagles from 1986 to 87. Carl Weathers died February 1st at 76. He was best known for playing Apollo Creed in the Rocky franchise. Jim Hannon died February 9th at 84. He played in the MLB for the Washington Senators from 62 to 70 and the Detroit Tigers and Milwaukee Brewers in 71. Mojo Nixon died February 7th at 66 from a cardiac event. He was best known for his novelty song, Elvis is Everywhere. And finally, Rod Sherman died February 6th at 79. He played in the NFL for the Oakland Raiders in 66 and from 69 to 71, the Cincinnati Bengals in 68, the Denver Broncos in 72, and the LA Rams in 73. Moving over to NHL news. The Columbus Blue Jackets forward Adam Fantilli is out for at least 8 weeks. The Calgary Flames have traded center Elias Lindholm to the Vancouver Canucks for winger Andrei Kuzmenko, defense prospects Hunter, don't ask me how you say his last name, you can look it up, and Joni Jurmo, a 2024 first-round pick and a conditional 2024 fourth-round pick. The Montreal Canadiens have traded center Sean Monahan to the Winnipeg Jets for a first-round pick in the 2024 draft and a conditional draft selection. The LA Kings have fired head coach Todd McMillan and named Jim Hiller as their new interim replacement. The Buffalo Sabres defenseman Matthias Samuelsson will miss the rest of the 2023-24 season with an upper body injury that requires surgery. The Pittsburgh Penguins have signed forward Jesse Puljujarvi to a 2-year, $1.6 million contract. The Calgary Flames have inked forward Martin Pospisil to a 2-year, $2 million contract extension. The Winnipeg Jets defenseman Brendan Dillon will sit out 3 games for a hit to Pittsburgh Penguins forwards Noel Acciari. Tampa Bay Lightning's Mikhail Sergachev will be out for the foreseeable future after he was injured in his return to the lineup. Carolina head coach Rob Brind'Amour expects goaltender Antti Rantanen to be out at least a couple of weeks with a lower body injury. And finally, the Vancouver Canucks defenseman Nikita Zadorov has been suspended 2 games for hitting Detroit Red Wings forward Lucas Raymond's head. Moving over to NBA news. The Utah Jazz are sending forward Simone Fontecchio to the Detroit Pistons in exchange for forward Kevin Knox, a 2024 second-round pick, and the draft rights to Gabriel Prakita. The Minnesota Timberwolves are trading Shake Milton, Troy Brown Jr., and a second-rounder to the Detroit Pistons for point guard Monte Morris. The Toronto Raptors are acquiring Kelly Olynyk and Ochai Agbaji from the Utah Jazz in exchange for guard Kira Lewis Jr., veteran Otto Porter, and the 2024 first-round pick. The Philadelphia sent forward Furkan Korkmaz and 2 second-round picks to Indiana in exchange for Buddy Hield. The Pacers subsequently waived Kuzmenko. The Sixers also traded forward Marcus Morris, a 2029 second-round pick, and cash to the San Antonio Spurs, and the San Antonio Spurs moved forward Doug DeMott to the Pacers. The Washington Wizards traded center Daniel Gafford to the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for veteran big man Richaun Holmes and a 2024 first-round pick. The Oklahoma City Thunder are sending former EuroLeague star Vasilij Mikic, guard Trey Mann, forward Davis Bertans, and second-round picks in 2024 and 2025 to the Charlotte Hornets in exchange for forward Gordon Hayward. The New York Knicks are trading Quentin Grimes, Evan Fournier, Malachi Flynn, Ryder Arcidiacono, and a pair of second-round picks to Detroit for sharpshooter veteran Bojan Bogdanovic and Alec Burks. The Charlotte Hornets send forward P.J. Washington to the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for Grant Williams, Seth Curry, and the 2027 first-round pick. The Philadelphia 76ers traded veteran guard Patrick Beverley to the Milwaukee Bucks for Cameron Payne and a 2027 second-round pick. The Phoenix Suns, Brooklyn Nets, and Memphis Grizzlies made a 3-team trade. The Phoenix Suns acquired forward Royce O'Neal from the Nets and forward David Roddy from the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies acquired forwards Yuta Watanabe and Chimzi Mitu and a 2026 first-round pick swap from the Suns. And the Brooklyn Nets acquired Keita Bates-Diop, Jordan Goodwin, and second-round picks in 2026, 2028, and 2029 from the Suns, and draft rights to Vanja Marinkovic from the Grizzlies. The Detroit Pistons are waiving Killian Hayes, the 7th overall pick in the 2020 NBA Draft. The Toronto Raptors traded point guard Dennis Schroeder and forward Thad Young to the Brooklyn Nets for Spencer Dinwiddie before subsequently waiving Dinwiddie. Sorry. The LA Lakers signed guard Spencer Dinwiddie. Veteran guard Kyle Lowry has agreed to a contract buyout with the Charlotte Hornets and will sign with the Philadelphia 76ers after clearing waivers. The Memphis Grizzlies plan to retire Marc Gasol's number 33 jersey during their April 6 game against the Philadelphia 76ers. Philadelphia 76ers center Joel Embiid is out indefinitely after he was diagnosed with a lateral meniscus injury. The Grizzlies traded Steven Adams to the Houston Rockets for Victor Oladipo, 2 2024 second-round selections, and 1 2025 second-round pick. And finally, Chicago Bulls guard Zach LaVine will have season-ending surgery on his right foot and miss the next 4 to 6 months. Moving over to NFL news. The Dallas Cowboys are set to reunite with Mike Zimmer to fill in their defense coordinator vacancy. Michigan is planning to hire former New York Giants defensive coordinator Wink Martindale as its next DC. The Seattle Seahawks are planning to hire Dallas Cowboys assistant Adam Durd as their new defensive coordinator. The Seattle Seahawks are expected to hire Alabama offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb in the same role. The Washington Commanders are hiring former Eagles offensive coordinator Brian Johnson to a prominent role on their offensive staff. The Tennessee Titans will hire Baltimore Ravens defensive backs coach Denard Wilson as their next defensive coordinator. The Green Bay Packers are hiring Boston College head coach Jeff Hafley as their next defensive coordinator. The Washington Commanders are hiring Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator Dan Quinn as their new head coach. The New England Patriots hired Alex Van Pelt as their offensive coordinator. The LA Rams are promoting linebackers coach and pass rush coordinator Chris Shella to defensive coordinator. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have hired Kentucky offensive coordinator Liam Cohen as their new OC. The Miami Dolphins have hired Baltimore Ravens assistant Anthony Weaver as their new defensive coordinator. The Las Vegas Raiders hired Luke Getsy as their offensive coordinator. The LA Chargers are expected to hire Greg Roman for a prominent spot on their staff led by head coach Jim Harbaugh. The Washington Commanders hired Cliff Kingsbury as their next offensive coordinator. Panthers defensive coordinator Ejiro Evero will return to Carolina in the same role under new head coach Dave Cannells. The New York Giants are hiring Shane Bowen to be their next DC. And finally, the LA Chargers have hired Jesse Minter to be their new DC. Today in NFL action, the Kansas City Chiefs are set to become 4-time Super Bowl champions and be the first team to win back-to-back Super Bowls since New England Patriots did it in 2003 and 2004 when they take on the San Francisco 49ers at 6:30 p.m. tonight for the Super Bowl. Yesterday, in NBA action, the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Toronto Raptors 119-95. The New Orleans Pelicans beat the Portland Trail Blazers 93-84. The Golden State Warriors beat the Phoenix Suns 113-112. The Atlanta Hawks beat the Houston Rockets 122-113. The Indiana Pacers beat the New York Knicks 125-111. The Orlando Magic beat the Chicago Bulls 114-108 in overtime. The Philadelphia 76ers beat the Washington Wizards 119-113. The Hornets beat the Grizzlies 115-106. The Nets beat the Spurs 123-103. The Clippers beat the Pistons 112-106, and the Mavericks beat the Thunder 146-111. Today in NBA action, the Boston Celtics will play the Miami Heat at 2 p.m., and the Sacramento Kings will play the Oklahoma City Thunder at 3 p.m. Yesterday in NHL action, the Ottawa Senators beat the Toronto Maple Leafs 5-3. The Winnipeg Jets beat the Penguins 2-1. The Stars beat the Canadiens 3-2. The Kings beat the Oilers 4-0. The Predators beat the Yotes 5-4 in overtime. The Flyers beat the Kraken 3-2. The Flyers beat the Kraken 3-2. The Lightning beat the Jackets 4-2. The Hurricanes beat the Devils 1-0 in overtime. The Panthers beat the Avalanche, no surprise there, 4-0. The Capitals beat the Bruins 3-0. The Red Wings beat the Canucks 4-3 in overtime. The Flames beat the Islanders 5-2. And the Blues beat the Sabres 3-1. Today in NHL action, the St. Louis Blues play the Montreal Canadiens and the Capitals play the Canucks. Both games start at 1 p.m. Now on to sports standings. Here are the current NBA standings. In the Eastern Conference, in the top 10, we have, in order, the Celtics 42-12, the Cavaliers 35-16, the Bucks 34-19, the Knicks 33-20, the 76ers 31-21, the Pacers 30-24, the Magic 29-24, the Heat 28-24, the Bulls 25-28, and the Hawks 24-29. And in the bottom 5 in this order, we have the Nets 21-31, the Raptors 19-34, the Hornets 11-41, the Wizards 9-43, and the Pistons 8-44. And moving over to the Western Conference, in the top 10 in this order, we have the Timberwolves 36-16, the Clippers 35-16, the Nuggets 36-17, the Thunder 35-17, the Kings 30-21, the Suns 31-21, the Pelicans 31-21, the Mavericks 30-23, the Lakers 28-26, and the Golden State Warriors 25-25. And in the bottom 5 in this order, we have the Utah Jazz 26-27, the Houston Rockets 23-29, the Memphis Grizzlies 18-35, the Trailblazers 15-37, and no surprise, in 15th place, we have the San Antonio Spurs 10-34. Moving over to NHL standings. First up, we have the Metropolitan. The top 4, we have the New York Rangers, 33-16-3 record, 69 points, 4-game winning streak. In second, the Carolina Hurricanes, 30-15-5 record, 65 points, 2-game winning streak. In third, the Philadelphia Flyers, 29-19-6 record, 62 points, 3-game winning streak. And in fourth, the New York Islanders, 22-18-12 record, 56 points, 1-game losing streak. And in the bottom 5, we have in bottom 4, in 5th place, we have the New Jersey Devils, 25-21-4 record, 54 points, 2-game losing streak. In 6th, we have the Washington Capitals, 23-28 record, 54 points, 1-game losing streak. In 7th, we have the Pittsburgh Penguins, 23-19-7 record, 53 points, 2-game losing streak. And in 8th, we have the Columbus Blue Jackets, 16-25 10 record, 42 points, 1-game losing streak. Moving over to the Atlantic Division, in first we have the Bruins, 32-11, 9 record, 73 points, 1-game losing streak. In second, we have the Panthers, 33-15, 4 record, 70 points, 2-game winning streak. In third, the Tampa Bay Lightning, 28-20, 5 record, 61 points, 1-game winning streak. And in fourth, the Toronto Maple Leafs, 26-16, 8 record, 60 points, 1-game losing streak. In fifth, we had the Detroit Red Wings, 27-18, 6 record, 60 points, 1-game winning streak. In sixth, the Montreal Canadiens, 21-23, 8 record, 50 points, 2-game losing streak. In seventh, the Buffalo Sabres, 22-25, 4 record, 48 points, 2-game losing streak. And in eighth, somehow, the Ottawa Senators, 21-25, 2 record, 44 points, 3-game winning streak. Moving over to the Central Division. In first, we have the Stars, 32-14, 6 record, 70 points, 1-game winning streak. In second, the Avalanche, 32-17, 4 record, 68 points, 4-game losing streak. In third, we have the Jets, 31-14, 5 record, 67 points, 1-game winning streak. And in fourth, the St. Louis Blues, 28-21, 2 record, 58 points, 2-game winning streak. In fifth, we have the Nashville Predators, 27-23, 2 record, 56 points, 1-game winning streak. The Wild in sixth with 23-23, 5 record, 51 points, 2-game winning streak. In seventh, we have the Yotes with a 23-24, 4 record, 50 points, 5-game losing streak. And no surprise here, in eighth, we have the Chicago Blackhawks, 14-35, 3 record, 31 points, 6-game losing streak. And finally, in the Pacific Division, in first, we have the Vancouver Canucks, 35-12, 6 record, 76 points, 1-game winning streak. In second, the Golden Knights, 31-15, 6 record, 68 points, 2-game winning streak. In third, the Edmonton Oilers, 30-17, 1 record, 61 points, 1-game losing streak. And in fourth, we have the Kings, 24-15, 10 record, 58 points, 2-game winning streak. In fifth, we have the Calgary Flames, 25-22, 5 record, 55 points, 4-game winning streak. In sixth, we have the Seattle Kraken, 21-20, 10 record, 52 points, 2-game losing streak. In seventh, we have the Anaheim Ducks, 18-31, 2 record, 38 points, 1-game losing streak. And no surprise at all, in eighth place, the San Jose Sharks, 14-32, 5 record, 33 points, 1-game losing streak. The San Jose Sharks haven't been the same in years. Well, that's all the time I have for today. Thank you for listening. This has been JMJC Radio with your host, Jeremy Shapurt. And as my 2 sayings always go, always shoot your shot before it's too late. And always tell your loved ones you love them, because you never know how much time you're going to have left with them. Goodbye, everyone. Talk to you next time.